Hello students and statisticians, my name is TVSkyne, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VIII, where last time around we freed Balaam from Galbadian occupation, which is very nice, and also then Selphie was like, hey, could we please go to the bombed out ruins of the school I used to go to where all my friends were, and we were like, okay, alright, sure, why not? The answer to why not, of course, is it'll be terribly depressing, but yet we are going there. And I'm just gonna... I don't remember if Irvine has any special dialogue here, but just in case he does, I'm gonna have him in. But yeah, as you can see, I've trained Selphie up. I don't remember if I mentioned that in the last video, but I've trained Selphie up so that her level is, like, useful. And let's see what happens in Trabia Garden. A direct hit. Ah, this has got to be bad. I'm going in. Be careful. We should probably follow her? Oh, good. Now we can climb it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Squall! Who's shouting? Oh. Well, I thought Selphie was with you. Are we missing someone? Selphie. I let her go on ahead. I wonder if there are any monsters around here. Come on, Squall, let's hurry after her. Was she taken out of my party? Very much so. Okay, well, here's hoping I don't run into any monsters. So this is where Selphie grew up? I'm sure she wanted to come by sooner. To tell you the truth, I was shocked when I found out Balaam was occupied. I think I understand how Selphie feels. To think that Balaam Garden might have ended up like this. Thank goodness we were able to avoid the missiles. Yeah. Oh boy. Almost as though this game has a message about war being bad or something, I don't know. Well, it kinda does. Survivors. Well, that's good. So, you've been looking after Selphie? I guess we just play along? Well, Selphie's been a great help. Aww! What's wrong? It's not like Squall at all! Whatever. I'm so glad I saw Selphie. I feel a lot more cheerful after talking to her. There should be a basketball court in the back. Wait for me there, okay? I want to go catch up with some of my friends. This place took a hell of a beating. Young lad, what was your name and number again? Have you done a good deed for your academy, Trabia Garden? Good deed, you ask? It's to help rebuild this place. Let's see, for example, have you donated to the Trabia Fund? I'll give you an A. Can you donate to the Trabia Fund? Because I'll do that in a heart. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Graveyard. Cool. That's nice. Okay, but then we put it back on the grave where it was left, right? Did we just rob the thing someone left on someone's grave? Hang on, excuse me. Okay, I didn't know about that. There's an invisible draw point. There's an invisible draw point in the graveyard where you can draw where you can draw zombie spells. Square, I have to say, I get the distinct impression that someone on the game design team was maybe not 100% dialed into the emotional severity. And yet I draw of the scene that's taking place here. Jesus Christ, I didn't know about that. What the fuck? Ugh. I do remember another thing, though. There's... Come on. I know you're here. There it is. There's a Weapons Monthly magazine lying there, but it's really hard to see. So you kind of, yeah, one way to do it is to go south from the draw point. Ooh, I can actually get that upgrade. I think I have everything. No, except the star fragments. I don't have those. But yeah, in order to do any of these upgrades... Because, like, that one's Quistis' final weapon. And that's the final weapon for Zell. Although that one would be pretty easy to get, relatively speaking. You can probably get a couple of those. We carried the injured ones out in the car. Me? Nah, I'm not hurt. I'm just sick. I'm exhausted from tending to everyone. Jesus. Tonberry King. Take this. GF Summit. I wonder if he gives you like a hint about how to find the Tonberry King. Oh, is that Garden Festival thing? We're just talking about who won the Trabia basketball tournament if we played. It's all because of the stupid missiles.
I'm telling you, the Mug Mule team will make it. And they'll probably play the Mock Chocobos in the final.
Your pronunciation is all wrong. It's Chocobos, not Chocobos.
That's an unexploded missile. What the fuck are you doing?
Gee, I wish the faculty were a little more reliable. What do they expect the student body committee to do under these conditions?
We have to remove this missile as soon as possible. There's no more threat of an explosion, but if it falls over, it could crush someone.
Are you sure? Are you, like, 110 billion% sure that that missile isn't gonna blow up? 'Cause you better be.
We're leaving as soon as Selphie comes back. We're on standby till then. Doesn't seem like the enemy has invaded this garden yet. Are they on their way? Where's the sorceress? We have to find her and...
Look at him getting caught up in his thoughts again.
You know, ever since I met all of you, I've been doing some thinking. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't come up with an answer either.
Why did the sorceress come into the picture all of a sudden? Was she actually waiting for this opportunity? Wonder if she was living a normal life before all this.
Why the search for Alone? Alone inviting Squall back to the past, whereas the sorceress searches for it. Could it be the sorceress is trying to make that journey into the past too?
Now I've got to do something to show Selphie can depend on me.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Thanks so much for coming all the way out here, everyone.
Cheer up, eh?
Thanks. Take me with you when you fight the sorceress, okay? I want to get even. I want my revenge. Do we have to fight? Isn't there another way? You know, to avoid any bloodshed.
Yo, what are you saying all of a sudden?
Maybe someone really smart can come up with a way, so we wouldn't have to fight anymore.
What are you getting at? If someone can come up with something, that'd be great. But no one's doing anything. They're all scared, uneasy. All they do is complain. They just pretend to be thinking. Criticize others, but in the end they can't do anything either. Renoa, why this all of a sudden? What do you expect from me? I grew up in Garden. I'm a seed. Understand?
Hey, Squall. The TB Sky for Internet News. Quick question, sir. Why are you saying these things in your head, but you do not say them out loud? Our readers would like to know.
Squall, you have to voice your feelings or else I won't understand.
Yeah, thank you, Renoa. Call him on his bullshit.
You were part of a resistance movement in Timber, right? Unlike others who were all talk, you took your weapons and fought. And now you're saying all this. What happened to you?
I guess I'm getting scared. Sometimes, when I'm with all of you, I feel like we're on the same wavelength, you know? But when the battles start happening, it's different. Everyone's tempo seems to pick up, and I get left behind. Try to catch up, but it's no use. How far is everyone going? Can't hear anyone. Once I catch up, I wonder, is everyone safe? Will they welcome me with open arms? Is everyone okay? Will we all make it back together? When I start thinking like that...
Renoa, I understand. Someone might not be there. Someone you love may disappear before your very eyes. It's tough when you live your life thinking that way. That's why I fight. When I was a little kid, I was about 4 or so, I was in an orphanage. Plenty of kids, all with no parents. It was around the end of the Sorcerer's War, so I guess it couldn't be helped. Anyway, that's where I was. Not all the kids there. One was very special to me.
Irvy, wanna play?
I really liked this girl, and it made me so happy just talking to her.
Sophie, what you playing? War!
Selfie, huh? Orphanage. Aw.
Was that orphanage a stone house?
Ah, you guessed it.
An old house made of stone? By the ocean?
You guessed it. I knew right away when we first met.
Hey, why didn't you tell us? Yes. Why didn't you tell us?
Oh, 'cause you two seem to have forgotten. It just kind of sucked that I was the only one who remembered. Spunky little selfie and bossy little Questy.
That's just so weird. Huh.
Hey, do you guys remember setting off fireworks?
That was,
This way.
Oh my. Oh my.
So this is like, I'm making fun of it, but this was a bit of a mind blower moment when I played this for the first time as a kid. 'Cause, you know,
What?
Matron, Sis is near. Where's Sis? Sis. Well.
Is it not that way? Through the door, then? No? Hang on. Where's that little shit? There he is.
I thought that was third.
Anyway, guess who also remembers being here? Really? No? Not at all? Okay. Huh. Also notice that the music here is the Balaam garden music. Foreshadowing.
Sis, where'd you go? You don't like me anymore?
What a shameful sight. How about this?
Yeah! The ocean, the lighthouse!
Oh, no, that was Cell. Sorry, Cell.
We did set off fireworks.
Yo! Kids aren't supposed to play with fireworks. I'm gonna tell on you.
Crybaby Cell, go back to bed.
If I remember this, does that mean I was there too?
We all got in big trouble.
Then what about my parents and Balaam?
And they didn't choose. Balaam must have adopted you.
Yep, that's probably it. I was here. You come on, stop it! Matron, help! Guess who that is?
Crybaby Cell. What's that?
I mean, couldn't really be at one person. Stop teasing me, Cypher!
Oh my goodness. Cypher.
Cypher, my arch enemy.
Wow, he was there too?
Well. Cypher. Was always Cypher. Cell, always crying and screaming. Irvine? Sorry, don't remember you.
Questus. I think you were difficult to deal with.
Selfie, always full of energy. Cypher was there too. Except for Renoa. We were all there.
Hey, that means...
Yeah, I was there too.
Yes.
I was always waiting for Sis to come back.
I'm all alone, but I'm doing my best. Gambateo. I'll be okay without you, sis. I'll be able to take care of myself.
I didn't turn out okay at all.
Sis, L.
L. Alone. So alone was Sis. She was a bit older than us, and we all used to call her Sis. Questus, Cell, Selfie, Irvine, Cypher, alone. And myself. Yeah. I'm not sure what the meaning behind all this is, but we were definitely together. You mean Sis is alone?
She's the one that takes us back to Laguna's period.
She said she wanted to change the past. I don't know why.
There can only be one reason for that. She must not be happy with the present.
If that's the case, I'm definitely up for helping her. She's part of our orphanage gang.
You didn't even remember who she was.
Hey, Selfie. That goes for you too.
It's pretty scary we've forgotten all these things.
Yeah, some odd part of my real parents.
I wonder where the orphanage is.
Oh, I think I know. Yeah, so, Sis was alone, eh? Everyone was fond of Sis, but you, Squall, you kept hawking her for yourself. Sure, you sure have a good memory.
This is really strange. I don't think I was adopted because of the way I am. Probably the same with Cypher too. You two must have been at Garden by age 5 or so.
No, that's probably Irvine talking.
Even so, he's never mentioned anything about growing up in an orphanage. And nothing about this has ever crossed my mind when I see him either. Don't you find that odd? That is strange. In my case, I had loads and loads of fun after going to Trabia. That's probably why I forgot all about my childhood. Well, that's what I think. But I don't know what's up with you guys. It's so odd that you'd forget. I remember. Yes, I remember now. Things didn't work out too well at my new home. So, I came to Garden at the age of 10. That was when I first noticed Cypher and Squall. Cypher and Squall were always fighting.
Yeah, Quistis always used to break us up.
Yes, that's right. Cypher was a kid who always needed to be the center of attention. But Squall always used to ignore him. But eventually they would end up fighting. Squall could have easily walked away from it, but always took up the challenge. Should have just ignored him, but Squall, almost in tears, would say, "I gotta do my best by myself or else I won't be able to see Sis." I guess I was trying to take Alone's place. Tried, but to no avail. That's probably it. Even after becoming an instructor, I couldn't stop thinking about Squall. I thought it was love. I had to hide my feelings because I was an instructor, but I've come to realize it wasn't. It was my childhood's feelings as a big sister that lingered. Oh, well.
Yo, this is getting out of hand. We're forgetting way too much.
Misunderstood love? Actually, I'd completely given up when Renoa came into the picture. Hey! It must be the same for Cypher. I'm sure Cypher has forgotten his childhood too. But whenever he sees Squall, his inner feelings start to boil and...
Is that why he's always picking fights with Squall?
Why is it that we forgot? We grew up together as kids. How's that possible?
Yeah, how about this? The price we pay for using the GF. The GF provides us its power, but the GF makes its own place inside our brain.
So, you're saying that the area is where our memories are stored? No, that's just a rumor GF critics are spreading.
So if we keep relying on the GF, we won't be able to remember a lot of things?
There's no way Headmaster Sid would allow such a dangerous thing.
Then how is it that I remember while everyone else has forgotten? Well, in my case, I hadn't junctioned a GF until recently. That's why I remember a lot more than you guys.
How about you, Selfie? Your first experience with the GF was when you came to the Baalam Garden, right? Yeah. We gave up our memories in exchange for power.
Is it because of the GF we forget? Is that why other forces refrain from using GF?
I have a confession to make. When I was 12, I went on an outdoor training session. I found a GF inside one of the monsters I defeated. I junctioned that GF for a while, so I have experience with GF too. But it's really weird. I can't remember the name of that GF. It must be the GF's fault. What should we do? What should we do?
What should we do? Nothing. What do you mean, nothing? So what do you want to do? You want to stop using GF now? As long as we continued fighting, we're indebted to the powers of the GF. There's a price I have to pay for that, I'll gladly pay it.
Hey, I know. Let's all keep a diary. That way we'll always have something to remind us.
Are you sure that's what you want? Maybe that's for the best. Yeah. I don't care if I forget about my childhood when Cypher used to pick on me. What's important to me now is having the power to protect my parents in Balaam. They adopted me, there's no way I'm letting go of that power.
Hey. Do you all remember Matron?
She was always wearing black.
Let's see.
Matron. Dressed in black. She's the...
Yeah, very kind. Long black hair. Yes, I really admired her.
I see a resemblance. Oh, no, goddammit, I'm mixing this all up with with her friend. I see a resemblance. Matron. Oh, they look alike.
Wait, I just pictured her face and...
Look alike? Nah, that's not it. Matron's name is Adia Kramer. Matron is Sorceress Adia.
Matron? Sorceress Adia? Why is the matron...
Why? You're wondering why a matron would take over a country or fire missiles and whatnot? At this point, we probably wouldn't comprehend it even if we talked about it. You're probably right. Hear me out. Seed and Garden were all Matron's idea, right? I'm not a Seed, but I share the same feeling with all of you. Seeds are supposed to fight the sorceress, right? This is strange. That's right. It was when I was being tortured by Cypher. He wanted to know what Seed was. Matron should know. But Matron is Sorceress Adia, there's no denying that. What does it all mean? Squall, you listening? So, this is what I wanted to say. Let's see, oh yeah. I understand what Renault was saying. I understand, but I'm still gonna fight. I want to stay true to everything I've stood for. I'm sure it's the same for everyone. That's why I thought it'd be best if everyone knew we'd have to face Matron. You've all heard this before. How life has infinite possibilities. I don't believe that one bit. There weren't many paths for me to choose. Sometimes there'd only be one. From the limited possibilities I faced, the choices I've made brought me this far. That's why I value the path I chose. I want to hold true to the path that had to be taken. I know our opponent is Matron, whom we all love very much, but we might lose something very important on account of the GF. But I don't mind. It's not like I drifted here on the tides of fate. I'm here because I chose to be here. More importantly, we all grew up together. But due to various circumstances, we were all separated. As a kid, you couldn't really go out on your own. There were no other paths to take. All I did was just cry. But somehow we're together again. It's like old times, although lots changed. We're not kids anymore. We're strong enough to take care of ourselves. Make our own decisions. We're confronting a big one right now. We fight Matron or not. I say we fight. Shoot for a common goal. Hey, at least it'll keep us together a little longer. Yeah, let's do it. We can't run from it for the rest of our lives.
It's just a bummer. I can't believe we have to fight Matron. I know, but Sel's right. We can't run from her forever.
Renoa, it's up to you. We're gonna fight. I think it's the only way we can move on with our lives. If that makes any sense at all, come with us. I'm sure that's what everyone wants. Yeah.
Look! Look! A gift from the fairies!
Yo, you wanna go check out Adia's orphanage?
I wonder what it's like now.
Well, we might find a clue.
Clue? You mean as to why Matron turned out like this?
Yeah, it probably has something to do with... It probably has to do with something that happened in the past. But the past is past. It's over, done with. Well, despite what truth we find, it's not going to change the present. But I want to see too. I don't know what we'll find, but let's head for Adia's orphanage, Adia's house.
I guess that's it. We're fighting. You guys are fearless.
Fearless? I don't think that's quite right. If you think too hard, you become lost. I think that's what everyone's afraid of. I wish we didn't have to fight either.
Anyway, yeah, that's kind of a lot. So, I happen to know the location of Idia's house, that orphanage. And as luck would have it, so do you guys, because we've already been there. You have already seen me go there. But before we get there, probably a couple of little things that we should take care of. Let's head down here. And we'll talk about all of the stuff that just happened as well, because it was a lot. It was a lot of thing that went on there. Let me see. Where's the closest save point I can get to? Oh God, it's all the way. Fine. I need to change my party. There we go. And let's switch out Irvine for Zell. Poof. And you can tell Squall to tell all his party members to go fuck off. Which is hilarious. But we bring Zell into I say Zell a lot. That's because in Danish, there really isn't a hard distinction between Z and S. So we generally tend to use the same sound for it. Anyway. Oh, library girl. Where are you? Are you just magically invisible in the corner over there? No? Where's she at? I think there's supposed to be a scene here. Oh God, if there isn't one, that might be because I missed... Oh, there it is.
Sel, wait up, Sel. We're on the Let's Find Out More About Cell committee. Indeed we are.
Well, what?
Just answer a few questions, okay? Don't think too hard about them. Okay, first question, what's your favorite color?
Huh? Let's see.
Alright, hot-blooded red. Okay, next, what's your favorite food?
Well, I'm pretty picky with food, so hot dogs.
I knew it! Okay, last one. What type of girls do you like?
Huh? Yeah,
Hey, library committee members, what are you doing slacking off? Come here now!
Phooey. Just when things were getting interesting. What a bummer. Really bad timing. Thanks, El. Talk to you later.
Oh, yeah, okay. Meathead.
I got nervous there for a second. I thought maybe I'd missed it. Which would suck, because it's cute. But yeah, so the whole thing about everyone secretly lived in an orphanage together the whole time is the kind of thing that you'd call an out-of-nowhere ass pull. Because it is. Like, it's an ass pull. It comes out of nowhere. It's never especially set up in the story. And up until this point, it doesn't even really seem like it's necessary. Like, it doesn't feel like there's any questions about these characters and their relationships that need to be answered by them all having lived in the same orphanage as children.
The orphanage. I wonder what it's like now. We're looking for an orphanage near a lighthouse. Well, I thought there was a lighthouse on the tip of Centra. It's on the southern end of the world map.
Yeah, we've been there. We've been there, Sue. Thanks for the help, though. It is an ass pull. It does come very out of nowhere. And it feels unnecessary. And certainly, like, at the time when I played this game, when I had gotten over the shock of, like, holy shit, like, the surprise, I certainly felt that way. I felt like this was kind of an out-of-nowhere ass pull. That kind of like, where did this come from? What was this supposed to do? And to an extent it is, but on revisit and like thinking about the game a bit more critically, it's also related to some of the themes that the game is trying to explore. And specifically, it's trying to bring the game mechanic of the Guardian Forces into sharper relief with the rest of the game. Like, to actually have a critical discussion of what the Guardian Forces are, and to provide a in-universe explanation and justification for, hey, yeah, actually, why doesn't everybody all the time just use these incredibly powerful summon spells that can literally, like, lay waste to a building or whatever? Like, I can call up a fire god out of the ground to smite my enemies. Why isn't everyone doing that, actually, all the time? That question isn't really solved because, I mean, well, it's still... Like, you still have to wonder, like, why the Galbadian army, who are okay using torture and weapons of mass destruction, are not okay, like, forcing some of their dudes maybe to lose some memories in order to gain superpowers? But it's trying for it. And it's also trying for an exploration of some of the central questions of the game, which have to do with, like, memory, identity, how we form the person that we are, and the things that can deteriorate us as people. Specifically in this case, like, constant life of violence, for example. Like, this is the thing. These people are child soldiers. It's a thing to remember. Like most of the cast aren't really much over 18. They're child soldiers, and while it's all couched in this kind of cozy high school setting, and yeah, that thing over there is the thing we're actually here for. While it's all couched in a cozy high school setting, that's still the thing which is going on, is child soldiers. Now, we still can't enter this, if I remember correctly. Ooh, but we can do something else. I haven't shown you the new Guardian Force yet, I don't think. I believe it's on Zell. Pandemona, please, Zell. In the meantime, Selfie, would you just like to get rid of some of those useless spells? I've reached the point in the game where I have drawn so many spells that like, a lot of them are starting to be quite useless to me. And the trouble is, you have a limited spell inventory. You can only keep 8 pages. And beyond that, the game starts to refuse to let you draw anything more, which is a bother. How many other spells? Yeah, let's get rid of that Confuse. I should be able to do that before Zell finishes casting. There we go. Confuse is kind of a useless spell anyway. It doesn't really work on very much. Pandemona is a pretty cool character design, though. Like, I like how alien it is. And how it is, like, its tail is this big wind pouch that's kind of wound around it. But yeah, like, these people are child soldiers, and there's a meditation going on in here about the ways in which violence, like, eradicates personhood and eradicates memories, and the ways in which trauma change a person. Which is, like, the main thing about Squall is that, like, part of the reason why he is the way he is because he lost his big sis, air quotes, when he was a kid as an orphan, having already lost his biological parents, and so became completely obsessed with being self-reliant, like with not needing anyone else ever, which is why he gets into fights with Cypher all the time, because Cypher has this fantasy of being the person that people rely on. Cypher wants to be, well, the sorceress's knight. Like, his fantasy is being the sorceress's reliable defender, her knight. Someone that they rely on, someone who protects people, who runs out in front, who does all the cool stuff, which is why Cypher is the way he is, which is why he's always loud and brash, which is why he's on the disciplinary committee, which is why he never, like, he can never fucking stop getting into everything with everyone all the time, is because that's his damage. Like, that's his response to whatever trauma he's been through, is to, I want to protect everyone all the time. I want to be the guy in charge. I want to, like... And so the Guardian Forces are kind of trying to examine that in the sense of, like, making obvious the problem of, like, well, you trade power, security, strength for your innocence, for, like, for the memories of who you used to be. That's a trade that you make as a person. That's something that you give up in order to, you know, in order to live, basically. I feel like Carbuncle should go here so I can junction stuff to Cell's Vitality. It also gives him access to counter, which is nice. And vitality bonus, which lowers his strength somewhat, but okay. The game is trying to explore those things. Like, does it succeed entirely? No, even with reappraisal and critical re-examination of the game, I think it's kind of a mess. Like, it's trying to do a lot of things all at once, and I don't think the jigsaw really works. Like, I don't think it all fits together in a natural way, especially when it comes to, well, the villain of the story, like the enemy that they're all up against. Currently, it's Adia. And in so saying, I may have spoiled that there will be enemies after that. But the Sorceress, like, the Sorceress as a concept, the history of the world, which revolves very much around the Sorceress and the discourses related to to the sorceress's place in the world, and we'll get into that a lot more later in the playthrough, do believe me. Like, it's trying to do so many things all at once, and I don't think it manages to tie it all up in a neat bow and make it really work as such. But it's ambitious as hell, and it's hard not to respect that. Like, Final Fantasy VII probably does a way better job at being cohesive than this game does, but this game is undeniably more ambitious in the kinds of stories that it's trying to tell. And yeah, I feel like there is room for being nostalgic for that and having a lot of affection for it. Ambitious works are often flawed. Anyway, let's go see what these guys want. Do they want hugs? Squall, take a look. What do you think? Well, they probably know we're here too. If not, we'll make the first move. The battle is inevitable. Ah, the sorceress is with them, huh? So is this gonna be the final battle? I hope so. Spoiler alert. No, it's not. What should I do? I have to give orders to everybody. It's my responsibility. Right. So orders is a thing that I kind of don't want to screw up too badly. So just excuse me for a second while I look up a guide. Oh, no, okay. The guide says you can't actually fuck them up, so, okay, it's fine. What should I say? Come on, think, there's no time. Prepare for the attack. Prepare our defense. Take care of the junior classmen. Those are the ones you're supposed to give. And according to the guide, the rest of them don't do anything bad if you give them. Which... That's not how I remember it. I thought I remembered that you could actually lose seed ranks if you gave more orders. Alright, I'll throw in my feelings on this then. Give out your orders when you're ready. This is Squall speaking. This is an emergency, so listen carefully. We're going into the battle against Galbadia Garden. As you may know, Cypher is with them. They plan to settle everything once and for all with this battle. First and second class sabers assemble in the parking lot. Those with MG rank 3 or above head for the second floor deck and await instructions. Be sure to warm up. The enemy will probably come aboard. We must concentrate our forces at the front gate and the quad. If your student ID number is even, report to the quad. If it's odd, report to the front gate. Those who have student ID numbers ending with an 8, take care of the junior classmen. Yeah, I think that was a bit unnecessary. People tend to get a little wild in battle. They just need to hear what's necessary. Come on, Squall. Yeah, my feelings on this was the one. Right, I should probably... I think... Yeah. I think Cell will be unavailable for this. Think. Yeah, I thought I was part of the gang. Sorry about that. Why am I always the odd man out?
Woohoo! Garden versus the Sorceress, the final battle! This is so exciting!
What do you want us to do? Want you guys to help me lead the others. When Zell gets here, we'll divide into 2 teams.
Zell? I think he's taking a nap. Yeah, he said he hasn't slept at all lately.
What? Oh, yeah. What are you guys talking about?
Oh, nothing. It's our little secret.
What's he doing? We don't have any time. I'm going to check out the quad. Who's coming with me? Well, that would be Quistis and Selfie. Yes, Zell is unavailable and Renoa is unavailable. Irvine, find Cell. You guys work together and lead the team at the front gate. Alrighty. We still have some time, so don't bother equipping your GF yet. Alright, let's go to the quad. The game here, just giving you a little bit of quality of life information. We already have them equipped, so... Hey, what about Renoa? Renoa, you guys take care of her. La 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 la. They're being framed like battleships here. What are you doing? What's your status?
Indirect magic operative level 2, sir.
Your first class MG. Report to the deck immediately.
Yes, sir.
What about you guys?
Fire platoon level 3 trainee, sir. Fire platoon level 1 trainee, sir.
Rescue team medic A, sir.
You two head for the deck. Medic, report to the defense team.
Yes, sir.
How the hell do they not know to do that? Oh, right, because they're children!
Sir, please use this.
Hey, cottage, nice. You're supposed to be in the classroom. Report to your positions.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess we're going into deadly combat with a highly trained paramilitary force, but no, don't worry. Yeah, sure, you just stand around and have a chat or whatever. Can I go into the classroom? Huh.
I'm scared, a little. I can't do it, I'm too nervous. Being nervous will reduce your fighting ability by 20%. Just relax. Look, I finally mastered the Farraga class magic.
Pay attention, or you're gonna burn yourself. I wonder if I can go to the desk. No. Didn't know you could go in here. Am I not supposed to? Is there not? What? Then why am I down here? I'm late. I'm late. Yeah, we were supposed to go to the quad, so why did we end up down here?
Oh.
I could use a save point right about now. And by the way, again, we're about to lead a whole bunch of child soldiers into combat, including a kid in a wheelchair.
The enemy will most likely come in through the front gate in the quad.
But if you want to see how that plays out, I'm afraid I will have to ask you to come back for the next episode. Yes, I know, what a tease to end it on this note, but hey, gotta make sure to get those views with the clickbait and the cliffhangers. Yeah, no, it's just because this is running a little long already. Anyway, if you have enjoyed hanging out with me in the world of Final Fantasy VIII, then, you know, like, comment, and subscribe buttons are good, because they make numbers go up, and numbers going up is the good stuff on YouTube, which lets you keep having YouTube. So if you want to help me make the numbers go up, that'll very much appreciate it. I also have a Patreon, a merchandise store, and a tip jar, and if you want to avail yourself of any of those, feel free to do so, and if not, you know, completely okay as well. This channel also has memberships available. If you want to have a special icon next to your name, or if you want special emoji in stream chat, then that's like about $1 a month, and you can have that if you want to, and if you don't, it's completely fine as well. Thank you very much for watching, and please do remember to wash your hands.